All right, final game. Whew, this is long, but Michigan State, UConn. So this is a tough game. UConn surprised me, proved me wrong. I did not have them. It's kind of weird how the tournament works because they played. I keep forgetting these teams' names, but they had that first round game where Tars had 30 and 30, generational game. I mean, you just never see that. I don't care who you're playing, and he literally won them the game. If it was not, even if he would have had 20 and 20, they probably still would have lost. Like every one of them points and rebounds, especially in the end of that game when he had like one possession, he had like 4 rebounds in a row. Like those were massive, bro. Like literally, you could have 20 and 20, and and they honestly would have lost that game. Honestly, probably. Like every point mattered. He needed that. I mean, not he needed. They needed it. Like it was more than just him. It was them. And then they go out and they blow out UCLA without Bilodeau, which is tough. But I give them credit. Like I didn't have to beat UCLA, but it's kind of weird how like it took Tars Reed doing that, but then they play UCLA and then they beat them by double digits, and Tars Reed didn't have no 30 and 30 games. So it's like kind of crazy that it works out. And they actually looked better versus UCLA than they did in the first round. And you would think UCLA has a better team than the team they played the first round, but I guess not. But yeah, so I give UConn credit. I was wrong on them. Dan Hurley proved me wrong. That's why he's one of the top coaches in the country. That's what he does. Proves people wrong. Now Michigan State. This is gonna be tough because Taurus Reed, I don't see him having no 30 and 30 or none of that. Like you take Taurus Reed is gonna be, and the thing is, I don't think Taurus Reed is a power at the center. I think he's a power forward. They play him a lot with like him at the five, and then Caravan's your four, and all it. I don't think he's a five. I think he's at best he's a four. I think honestly is where he is a four. I think UConn probably screwed that up, and they probably honestly need a five next to him. Honestly, if he really wanted to, maximize Taurus Reed, but that's why things will end up catching up to UConn. They're gonna eliminate Taurus Reed. I think on the glass, they're gonna eliminate him offensively, and shoot, let's see what Caravan's got. Let's see what Braylon Mullins got. I think you take. I feel confident you take Tars Reed out the game and you limit him. You got UConn right where you want him. Michigan State wins. Kohler. I think Michigan State gets beats him up on the interior too. UConn's not that big of a team. They got. I mean, so like with Kohler and Cooper and all these guys, like I didn't. I mean, if Tars Reed's your rim protector, then shoot, he can show. He's gonna have to show me something for Michigan State. This is one. It really doesn't get bigger than Michigan State. There's no more physical teams in the paint. They're gonna go at the paint and they're gonna go at Taurus Reed and dare him to come block their shots and be a rim protector. And I don't see him doing it. I think Michigan State wins, and they play, put a winner in Duke and St. John. So yeah, I got Michigan State. Uh, yeah, I mean like UConn, and I'll be honest, like this season for UConn. By the way, and we've seen that they've had struggles with St. John's, who plays very similar to Michigan State. By the way, uh, they go Michigan St. John's runs the offense through their two interior guys. They beat you up in the paint. Michigan State plays a very similar brand of basketball. So if you struggle with St. John's and their size and their play style, you're gonna struggle with Michigan State and their play style. So I think UConn gets put out. Maybe be big blowout. We'll see. Uh, but Mullins or something's got to have a big game on the perimeter, or like maybe Caravan. We'll see. But I can see Caravan getting in foul trouble. It's gonna be a lot to handle. He's playing the power forward with Kohler and like stuff. Kohler stepping out too. Like it's gonna be tough, man. I don't see UConn doing it. This is a great Sweet 16. It's kind of crazy because I didn't see one of these. Like my pick for the national championship was Florida. I said that in another video. So like seeing one of these teams like actually like win a national championship and it not be a team not named Florida. Like I just didn't like kind of. I just never thought it would. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like I didn't think. I thought Florida would be the team. So like to see somebody not for it not to be Florida is like damn. One of all these teams I didn't think it was gonna be, and it's gonna be one of them. Kind of crazy to me. But it's gonna be great. I mean, this is gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a new champion this year. And I really feel like it's up for the taking, bro. I mean, I really do think so. I don't think there's a one dominant team, especially with what happened at Duke. Uh, and I mean, John Shire's just I don't think he's that great of a coach, but uh, like what happened to Duke with Caleb Foster, like I don't see one dominant team. I really feel like it's up for grabs. And I really feel like anybody can go get it. And and honestly, that I know people all because y'all like to complain. Let's be real. That's what y'all like to do. Y'all can never enjoy nothing for what it is. It's always got to be more complaining and complaining, but because everybody was, oh, there's no more upsets. And if you watch the games, like how many of these games were actually blowouts in the like, and especially with like the lower seeds, like the 4 seeds, the 3 seeds, the 2 seeds. I mean, yeah, the 2 seeds. How many of those teams were actually blowing out the other team? Because I saw a lot of games where those 1 and 2 seeds were getting pushed. Were getting pushed, and maybe they pull away the second half, and a lot of them weren't even pulling away the second half. Like it was down to the wire. So 5 seeds are doing the same thing. So it's like, uh, these games are competitive. That's why I care about. Maybe these teams aren't upsetting them, but those dudes are not just walking in and coasting through the game. I think Duke learned that the hard way. North Carolina learned that the hard way. Like you cannot sit here and like I watch the games and tell me that these teams were not these 13, 14, 15, we're not competing with these teams. The 16 teams were not competing, bro, and giving these dudes a run for their money. Um, so I say that, and I'll say this too. Yes, these upsets aren't be happening, but look at the parity though. Like, name the one dominant team in this bracket that everybody thinks is going to win a national championship. If you ask 10 people, everybody's going to have a different answer who they think can win a national championship. Probably if you give them the top three, everybody's top three would be different. It was not like a consent. Like, it'd be everybody, like, it's literally up for grabs. Like, I get, like, like I said, the 13 and 15 are still competing at a high level, taking these guys to the wire. That's even fun in itself. Just because somebody's an upset, like if you live your life, oh, well, they didn't upset them, so this wasn't fun. It wasn't a great. It wasn't like nah, bro. Just because you're a 13 seed, you don't upset somebody doesn't mean it wasn't a great game. It's like, oh my gosh, it's fun to watch, like down to the wire. Like stop. Um, but like the second thing is like, bro, look at the parity, bro. Look at the parity in college basketball right now. Like this is anybody's for the taking, bro. Like you could not ask for a better suite. Like you could not ask for better, bro. Literally anybody can go win a national championship. Anybody. So it's like y'all always talk about the bad of the term, but let's talk about the good. Like anybody can go win this thing. Anybody can take it. Like everybody, like I said, you put 10 people, 50 people in a room, everybody's gonna have a different answer who they think can win a natty. Everybody's gonna have a different answer who they think the top 5 teams, top 3 teams, or who is it. Like it's all because it's all up for grabs. It's parity. Like anybody can go get it. So it's like I like I'm having a blast because like shoot, this is more fun because now I don't even know who's gonna win. Like there's no dominant team. Like in the past, I knew UConn was gonna win. Like it was kind of you knew you gotta okay this team's gonna win but now it's like it's really not like that. I thought Duke was gonna be in that championship game, and then they lost to Houston. Like the parity is like I really feel like just like I mean, Florida was really good, but and they were dominant, but like you get what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. Like the parity, I feel like is at the highest level of college basketball. It's like you just I don't know. Like I like it because like I said, I just don't think there's one dominant team in that tournament. Everybody can say yes, this team's gonna win it. We all know, and everybody's fighting for second place. I just don't see that right now. So I think you gotta appreciate that too. Like enjoy the parity, bro. Enjoy the fact that no one really knows who's gonna win it, bro. Like we all just have our own thoughts, and it's like that's what you want with these tournaments. You want to have. I mean, everybody wants to have the one dominant team. Everybody, obviously, if you're a fan, but like you know what I'm saying, as a fan of the podcast, you want to have like just up for grabs. That's made the college football thing so fun. Like up for grabs, parity. Like you literally don't know. Like I mean, we all knew Indiana was gonna win. I mean, but you know what I'm saying. Like, but you know what I'm saying. Indiana, Miami took them to the wire. Like, I mean, like that was a blast of a game. So it's like, is this crazy? This is what you want, bro. This is what you want. So I like it. I'm not gonna sit it like. I mean, I don't know. I feel like people just complain too much. I love the tournament. I love the 13, 14, 15 seeds. I love what the other teams have done so far. So I'm excited. I love the tournament. I love what's going on. I don't think it needs to expand either. Let's please not do that. I think the play in with the last four or the whatever the final four whatever the final four teams that get in or whatever the playing game whatever they call it the four teams that get in the playing game. I love that. Like I think you keep the tournament the way it is. We do not need to expand. Please leave it the way it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's not broke, so do not fix it. Like leave it the way it is. I'll promise you, the tournament is not broke. What's broken is NIL and us not being able to get players to sign like official contracts and all that stuff like the professionals do. That's what, I mean, collectively bargain. That's what's broken. But the tournament is not broken. Leave it the way it is. I love it. I'm having a blast. It's gonna be even more of a blast because, like I said, anybody can win it. So I'm excited, and I think this is gonna be a legendary Sweet 16 and the rest of the tournament. I think it's gonna be a great tournament. I'm having a blast with it.